Smokers, OBX Piper Dave, coming to you from the brew pub of Dare Brewing Company. Had a brew day yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Caught some lives. That was fun too. Smoking a little bit of Carter Hall in the Bing's favorite. Unpretentious little brand, but good. And that brings me to today's topic. Are pipe smokers pretentious? I guess they could be. Earlier, I guess back in the summer, I went to visit my nephew. He didn't know I was smoking a pipe. I went out on his front porch, threw some, I think it was Prince Albert in a cob, and lit it up. And he came out. He was like, "I didn't know you smoked a pipe." I was like, "Sure, yeah, man, I just picked it up 6 months ago." And he was like, "Well, aren't you pretentious?" And I was sitting there in shorts, a t-shirt, no shoes, smoking a cob. So you can't get any less pretentious than that, pipe smoking wise. But I've been thinking about it ever since. You got your wine snobs, your whiskey snobs. Getting into brewing, there's a lot of beer snobs out there. I've been to a couple tasting events where we rolled out, beers that I didn't think were really ready, but it is good to get some feedback. And it was funny to listen to people. And sometimes you get a little angry because people are assholes. I mean, they would say, "Yeah, it's good. And then they'd go back to their table. They were like, "Oh, that shit tastes like hell," And maybe it did. I'm not super proud of anything we've done yet, but we've done some good tasting beers, and the ones we had at these tastings were good. At least I think they were good. But you got your snobs. And by and large, in the YTPC, I haven't run across any. Now, there's guys that have very expensive pipes, and there's guys that have cobs, and there's guys that have very dense cellars with all kinds of stuff. Then there's the guys that have 2 or 3 brands they stick to, and they're happy. But what I've noticed is even the guys with thousands of subscriptions and all the tobacco in the world and very expensive pipes, everyone is very helpful and everyone is very generous. Really, the only pretentious one I've run across, and I don't mind naming him, was the Northern Bohemian, and I think that was just part of his shtick. He acted like he was an elitist, but he was just having fun with it. He liked trying to make people angry. But in my journey, and what I've learned so far is, everybody likes something different. And most of them know what they're talking about. And I appreciate every review, whether I agree or not, whether how polished or amateurish it is. It's good to hear other people's opinions, because I've tried stuff I never would have tried. I've tried, even this winter, I've done some aromatics, which I thought I would never, ever do. And I like some of them, didn't like others. But it's been a good learning experience, because I'm a very private person. I'm not much of a joiner. In college, I didn't join a fraternity. I had a couple of them after me, but I never did. Of course, I like going to all the fraternity parties, not being locked into just one. This is one of the few things I've joined, and I thought long and hard about it before I did a video. And at first, when you don't have a lot of subscriptions, and I still don't, I'm up around 160 or something, I thought, you're a little, intimidated by these guys that have thousands of subscriptions and all the love in the world. But it comes, and it comes slowly. You're accepted pretty much off the bat. What I am happy about is, even with not having a real high subscription count, and part of that is I don't do videos every other day. Some guys are like shotguns. You'll see 4 videos a day. But I seem to get a good amount of views, and that's really more important, whether you subscribe or not. But the subscription thing is cool. It does, when you fire up YouTube and you see you've gained another couple that day, it makes you feel good. And then, of course, the next day you'll lose 3. So I guess people closing down their channels, that happens some, or people just decide that, oh, that's not for me, or they subscribed on a whim and they're not even interested in pipe smoking to start with. But it's been a lot of fun. And I'm not a real look at me kind of person. So when these Zooms started up and Google Meetups, I was a little cautious about doing that. But I have been, the last couple weeks, been on one. They call it Tumultuous Tuesday. And it's a Google Meet. And super great guys. And we'll have 10, 15, during the course of the meeting. And it's a lot of fun. We talk about tobacco. We talk about booze. We talk about women. We talk about farting. Everything, So if you were interested in joining us one Tuesday, get up with the Rambling Dilettante or John over at All Briared Up. And they'll get you an invite and you can come join us. It's a lot of fun. And it's a good group of guys. I can't keep my pipe lit. So, back to the original question. Are pipe smokers pretentious? And I would have to say no. Because so far, even the guys that seem to know way more than I do freely give their information and samples. So this is a great little group. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I don't know what I would have done during this pandemic, new to pipe smoking. There's no pipe clubs around here. I have no friends that smoke a pipe. And this is just a great place to sit down and load a bowl and listen to somebody else ramble about their situation. I appreciate you guys. And I hope you have a great Sunday. See you around.